and welcome to Long's Toys. Coming at you from a different angle of the collection room today, amidst the chaos that is this room right now. Sorry I didn't have any live streams or anything this weekend. I was at the beach with my family. As you can see, I got a ridiculous amount of sunburn. It hurts. It's not fun. Always put on sunblock if you're going to the beach. Trust me. Everyone told me to do it. I didn't want to, and I paid the price. I thought I'd just do a quick haul video for you guys since I got a lot of stuff in the last couple days, week or so, with Toys R Us closing and everything like that. Just kind of a crazy amount of stuff, and I figured you guys could tell me what you want to see first. I know right now I've kind of had a large, drastic change to like Imaginext and Playskool stuff, and I just kind of got back into that within the last month or two. And I have like 3 years of stuff to catch up on, so I keep finding stuff and I get excited and I keep buying it, and then it's like, oh, that's all I have to review. There will be stuff coming from HLJ relatively soon. I think it's like most of the month of May. I just haven't shipped it yet because, one, I knew I had all this stuff and there's nowhere to put it when it does come in. And it's just kind of been very staggered releases, like one thing here, then a week goes by, another thing here. So there were no promotions or anything or any reason I had to ship on any certain date, so I just kind of let it ride. I'm kind of waiting to see when the Bandai website updates for June, what stuff is coming out, because June 1st is a Friday. So anytime new stuff comes out on the 1st of the month, HLJ is weird about how they update it. So I have to wait and see how that's going to shake out. I'm hoping they don't just like release stuff and I miss it, because that has happened before. Tattle Legacy. Anyway, so yeah, I'm hoping that works out, but I'm waiting to see what comes out that first week of June, and then I might just ship after that. So, I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff I got recently. I went to Toys R Us on Thursday, and they're up to 50% off everything now. So I kind of pulled the trigger on some Imaginext playsets that I had been waiting on. They might go lower, and they did have quite a few, but I felt like at this point 50% was a good price to me. I just wanted to get them because I'm always afraid that Toys R Us is going to just like close without telling anyone. Because I keep asking like, hey, do you guys have any kind of idea when the actual like final date's going to be? And they're like, no, it's up to the liquidators, which I completely understand. I just wish I knew an end date. I think the end of June is kind of what I'm hearing rumors online. Different people have heard different things, so we'll see. I mean, I'll as long as they can stay open, you know what I mean? Like, I'll take them for as long as they want to stay with us. But I felt like 50% was a good price. It might go a little higher, but I wanted to just make sure I got this stuff. I got the Imaginext Crime Alley playset, which is very huge and off camera right now. I don't have a way to bring that over here, unfortunately. But it was normally $60, so I got it for $30, which I felt was pretty good. I think it comes with, I can see it from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 figures, and then like 2 halves of the playset that you can connect together, and it can fold in half and everything. So I felt that was pretty good for 30 bucks. I got this SpongeBob SquarePants Krusty Krab Castle. So I think they did a regular Krusty Krab playset as well, and then for some reason they decided to make this castle one. I might be wrong. Maybe there is no regular one, but that's what I heard. So that's cool. This was $45, so I got it for like $22.50. So I felt like for 20 bucks, that's pretty good. I got the Serpent Strike. They had a million of these, and I probably could have waited on this one just because I feel like every Toys R Us I go to has about 25 of these, and I'm not exaggerating. They're usually on like 2 different end caps or at the front, in that front opening section, and on an end cap. Some combination of all that. See if I can get this back. But that was $50 and I got it for $25 because it's 50% off. Like I said, if you're looking for that one still, you probably could wait on it just because, you know, they have so many. I would imagine you could probably get that down to 60, 70 by the time they actually go out. But again, I just wanted it. I believe that was the last thing I needed to complete the Treasure Hunter line, so I think I have everything from the Treasure Hunters line now. They had these, which I had always kind of looked at back in the day, when these first came out for the Pirates movie. I'm surprised that so many of these are still around. Target had these forever, and I kept waiting for them to go on clearance, and then when they did, it wasn't that much of a reduction, and then they just kind of disappeared. So I was like, oh, okay, and I kind of forgot about them. But Toys R Us has had them So like this one was 15, but then I got it for 750 because everything's half off. And the figures are pretty much like Imaginext Play School style and size. It looks like they have the extra shoulder joint only on one arm, though. The one arm only moves like this, where the other one can move out to the side. So, but I thought that was cool. So this guy is like a ghost with a ship and a catapult. And then I got this one, which is a guy with a boat and a shark. Got a cool ghost shark there. Oh, Captain, sorry, I was going to show you, hold on, can I sneak this through? Ah, you get a nice close look at my shoulder. Ooh. Here's the Captain Jack one. This is the biggest one. It's a ship, comes with a jack. This one was 25, so it was 12.50. And it comes with a cannon too. Oh, and a shark. It has a cannon and a shark. The shark's over on the side here. It's very dark, so it kind of blends in. I kind of wish these boats were a little more intricate. But I felt like for half price, I thought the figures looked cool. And the boats were kind of neat, so I decided to grab it. I figured why not. They also had these little 2-packs. These were $7, but $3.50 now because half price. So Jack and a Ghost. This is that new, what does it say his name is? Captain Salazar. He was the new like bad ghost commander. And he comes with a ghost crewman. I'm pretty sure they all do. Here's Will Turner with a ghost crewman. And they even had the girl and the little monkey. What does it say her name is? Karina. So that's cool. I love the little monkey. He's awesome. So if you look on the back, there's only 4 of them. So I was lucky and I actually found all 4 because they only had one each of the girl and the monkey and Jack and the ghost. I'm sorry, Will and the ghost. They had plenty of Jack. So I think I have the whole line of those. I'm not 100% sure on that. I also got this the other day. Speaking of pirate ship, this is the giant Imaginext pirate ship. This was, I think this was 50. This was either 40 or 50% off. I don't remember when I bought that. I think that was 50 and I got it for 30, so 40% off. They didn't have as many of them. They had a few, but a lot of them had the figures stolen out of it. So it does me no good. So I think they had 2 that had everything, and then they had like 3 where the figures were stolen out of it. So I was like, well, then you really only have 2, because I'm not buying one without the figures. So I decided to just grab it when I could. What else do I have? What else do I have? I got this on Amazon. I didn't even know this was a thing. It's part of the Wonder Woman line, Minotaur and Cyclops. I didn't even know this was a set. I think the Cyclops got released in the blind bags at one point, but the Minotaur guy is really cool. So this was 10 bucks on Amazon. I feel like with these older things that are kind of out of stock now and out of rotation, been retired, whatever term you want to use. You know, if it was $8 when it was new, $7 or $8 when it was new, and I have to pay 10 because it's older, I feel like that's decent. That's not too bad. Let's see, what else do I have? I got this also. This was a random pickup. Sequoia. This Rescue Bots bear weapon. You press this, and it flips out and becomes an axe. I think it's funny. I don't know what it is about bears becoming axes, because Zyuohger had a bear that turned into an axe as well. I thought that was funny. He was like $6 or maybe $5 down to $2.50, something like that. Toys R Us was 50% off. I got this pack on Amazon because I thought it was a pretty good price. It was like $20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figures. So I feel like that's pretty good. It's like an Imperial Forces pack. So you get a Stormtrooper, Sand Trooper, Shadow Trooper, TIE Fighter Pilot, Scout Trooper, and a Snow Trooper. So I think that's cool. Always like getting more, you know, troop builders. And on that note, I was at this little 5 and Dime they have out in Stone Harbor where I go to the shore. And they had these little packs, these little single packs. So I got another Stormtrooper, and I got an R2, because I didn't have an R2 yet. Although the more I look at this, this very well might just be the same R2 from the Galactic Heroes line, the old Galactic Heroes line, when they never moved. But no, because he wouldn't move at all, and this guy's legs can move. Just looks very similar. But yeah, so I got those two. I figured Didn't have R2 yet, and I could always use another Stormtrooper, so I grabbed that. They also had these blind bags, superhero. I didn't even know that these existed. I didn't know Superhero Adventures did blind bags, but apparently these are Series 2. I didn't even see Season 1. I would say Season. Series 1, Wave 1. But, so there was the Gold Ultron, which I already had from that 10-figure pack I got on Amazon, and Hulk, same thing. And there was a version of Cap, who was pretty much the same, except his boots are different color, so I didn't bother. And then there was a version of Spider-Man who was kind of similar, but a little different. But then there was like a darker color, but I think might be the Miles Morales Spider-Man, although not quite, because the head's still red, so I don't know what that one is. And then like an Iron Patriot Iron Man. So I got the two that I thought were the most different. I tried to get this Iron Man and this Spider-Man, because this Spider-Man looks very similar. It's a little different, but it looks mostly similar. So I tried to get these two. These are the two that I got. They have codes on the back, so I tried to Google it, but I couldn't. But luckily, the packaging is very light, so I just kind of held it up to the light, and you can kind of see through it. So, and then when I went outside, I ripped them open and checked, because I was like, if I didn't get them, I have to go back in and get new ones. But I got it, so that was good. Only other thing I got, these these are such an impulse thing. These were half price at Toys R Us again. They were $10 and then they were $5, and I've seen them for like $8 at Walmart, but $5 is still cheaper than $8, so since they were 50% off. I got these Mickey Roadster things, and I like Disney stuff. I don't really know anything about the cartoon. I've never seen the cartoon, but I see the toys every now and then, like in Target or something, and I just think they look really cute. And I don't know. Like I said, I also love the fact that they transform. If you look on the back, you can see that they have one thing and then they transform. And it kind of reminds me of, like, do you guys know Inspector Gadget? He had this car that was like a car, but then it could also turn into a van and it would transform back and forth. I always thought that was cool. No robot mode or anything, just two different versions of the car. So since they were $5, I got this Donald one and I got this Mickey one. And I was looking on the packaging, because they all just say, like, also available, and it just shows the other one, so I thought there were only the two. And then I was at Walmart today, randomly, and I found that they do make a Goofy one as well. And on the back of his, it says the other two are available. So I don't know why the other two don't advertise Goofy. Maybe he was, like, part of a third wave that happened later, or a second wave or something. I don't know. But I have all three. I'll probably do one video with all of those. I apologize, like the light on my head between the sun and the background, but what you can't see is over here, this is just covered in stuff. I need to clean this room so bad, but I don't have anywhere to put it all. So yeah, that's it. I mean, I have a ton of Imaginext stuff still to review. I don't even know if you guys have seen all this. I got this Killer Croc car. I got this Batman heat missile. I finally got Shazam. I found this at a Ross for cheap. What else? I got this was like 50% off at Walmart, or Toys R Us, I mean, so I got that finally. I think the only one of those I don't have is Billy, but he's like impossible to find. So I just have so much Imaginext stuff. I need to review all that, and then I guess get it into bins, because otherwise I don't know where it's going to go. And as far as Japanese toys go, I don't really have... I have the stuff coming, obviously. I think the stuff that will be coming, there's like the new Trigger Machine in there for Sentai. There's the Evil... I don't want to say evil, because I think that's what it's supposed to be, like Evil, short for evolution, but it also kind of sounds like evil, so it's kind of a pun there. But the Evil Driver, the Rabbit and Dragon bottle set that goes with that. There's some other stuff in there that I can't think of. I think there's another Soda set, which I have 2 Soda sets to build at this point. I just have no time. The last couple weekends between Comic-Con and then going to the shore, I've had like no time. So hoping to have some time soon. I can start building those. clean this, organize this, and start cranking out reviews for you guys. So let me know in the comments if there's anything you want to see first out of everything I've shown you here. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Was it like, share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, everyone.